Hello, welcome to my live annotated bibliography on the article Geocaching in a Persuasive Perspective by Graham Hansen. What the article does lay out, and it was written in 2008, is just the basics of what geocaching is. It talks about how geocaching started off with the advent of handheld GPS devices and using GPSs to find hidden prizes, sort of like a treasure hunt. What these caches are around the world, sometimes they're tiny prizes, medium-sized caches the size of shoe boxes, and there's larger caches which are could take the form of like a large bucket or like a barrel or something, where people use their GPS, like a Garmin or a Magellan, or people use their a smartphone application to track down hidden caches in both urban, suburban, and rural environments. The caches are basically prizes where people can leave notes or leave things called swag, which can be toys or trinkets, articles of significance that people leave. As sort of a gift is sort of paid on to the next geocacher. There is the technological dimension of geocaching, where you have the combination of the physical environment with the technological application. Those two things are meeting together. And the article goes on to list the rules and ethical concerns surrounding geocaching, where users are relying on each other to follow the rules, or the game doesn't work. The important part of the article argues that technology of geocaching exists as a form of persuasion, where users in the game are trying to get each other to do things. All the content on geocaching is created by geocachers. It's not created by any program. So it's the users who generate all the content in the application, leaving caches around the world, and leaving clues for people to find the caches. Within the game, there's inherent persuasive intentions to want to find the caches, to increase one's expertise, and in doing so, you get exercise and physical fitness. Even if it's an urban environment, people who are going for caches are still getting outside and getting active. The article indicates that oftentimes this leads to people conducting this activity as a group, or finding a community of cachers to go on treasure hunts together on weekends and weeknights, sort of creating a close community of people to rely on and to communicate with. It's definitely fun and engaging. That's sort of one of the offshoots that the article talks about of geocaching. And it just facilitates users to be engaged in the outdoors, which for a lot of people might not necessarily happen if they were geocaching. Some reflections or criticisms. The article's a bit old, so it doesn't take into account recent advances in geocaching and its widespread popularity. The case study it does outline is just from one school in Denmark, and it's just too small to be an accurate gauge of the effectiveness of geocaching and its possibilities for being an effective tool for increasing people's physical activity. It does talk about, there is an isolated focus on the physical health benefits of geocaching. However, they're quite minimal. And something I noticed, there's really a lack of connection with geocaching as sort of a spiritual tool for people to reconnect with, Mother Nature or the earth or the land or whatever it may be. People who are trapped indoors, people using, their computers all day. Geocaching just gets people outside, gets their body moving, and gets people reconnected with nature. There's my bibliography. I hope you liked my live annotated bibliography, and thanks for watching.